NRAI. Now that's been, I think, a pretty big chapter as well. Tell me about your role at NRAI. When did you become the head of it? Is it the chairman? Is that the right
President?
President.
Yeah.
And what you're currently doing. I would love to double click on that.
So the man responsible for getting me to NRAI was Riaz Amlani.
Achha.
I was a member before that. As a company, we were members, but I never participated because in my head, honestly, and okay, whatever it is, let me say what I have to say. In my head, it was like some Delhi-based association which was being run by a bunch of people. I think it really got a lot of gravitas when Riaz became the president. And he reached out to me one day that you must come and play a larger role. I said, yeah. Then that year, AGA was happening in Bombay. I remember at Four Seasons. He said, I want you to come and join the managing committee. I said, how big is the managing committee? He said, 30 people. I said, chalo, theek hai, aane do, koi nahi. But then once I got in there and a crisis brings out lots of unity. And I think the first crisis we saw was that 500-meter liquor ban. Some court had ordered no bar can exist within 500 meters of a highway without realizing highways pass through the cities. And honestly, if you wanted to prevent accidents, somebody who really wants to drink can take a detour of 500 meters. It's not like that. So that is when, I got a little more involved. And then eventually, I think somewhere around 2017 or something, one day, I was at Doe in Kamla Mills, close by. And he came and said, sir, I want you to become Mumbai chapter head. I said, karna kya hai? And Mr. Jatia was the Mumbai chapter head till then. So फिर मैं बोला चलो ठीक है. तब तक I had started taking interest and so on and so forth. Then we went along. But I think the real big change happened during the logout movement that was called. And by the time Rahul Singh was the president of NRAI, and and that is when we really got very aggressive. And after that, just one thing led to another. And 2019, by the way, this is a true story. On the day of the AGM, till 2 hours before the AGM, I wasn't aware that I am the new president. I was the worst attired man on that day on the stage. Nobody told me because they thought I'll chicken out. Because I was not even a national office bearer. So I was not even thinking. But I think because I had become a very prominent face or aggressive face of the logout movement with Zomato and Swiggy and all, so I think in collective wisdom of many people, they decided that I should become the president. So that is how I went on to become the president. I genuinely wasn't aware. I was in the car. This AGM was happening in New Delhi. I was heading towards the venue. So one of those typical, the new office bearers. I didn't even open for first 5 minutes. Then I said, ek baar dekh leta hu. Then I saw my name as president. I kept calling. Nobody's answering my phone. Then I called up the Secretary General of NRAI. Then he's an ex-defense man. So he picked up. He said, yes, sir. But this was unanimously decided. I said, thanks for telling me now.
No, I was not part of the vote.
So anyway, that's how it happened. And then obviously the unfortunate pandemic happened. And then my role was, it was a very important role, honestly. As much as I can say that, it was firefighting. But the amount of work NRAI did at that point of time, the way we collaborated with each other, the way we came together, I would not hesitate in saying that collectively we almost saved the doomsday for this industry in India.
Very good.
Lots of things happened.
Very good.
And that was one of the toughest period. I think I was probably giving 6-8 hours a day every day to NRAI work at that point of time.
And no, that's what, before we started, I was like, I think you possibly spend as the president of NRAI more time with NRAI than your own businesses.
Yeah.